Oh, is that what you're like right now? Is this red-white monstrosity?
Nah.
Maybe it could be called red-white monstrosity, and
That
just
is true.
plays monstrous creatures
Like Stormbreath Dragon.
in 100-handed one.
The 100-handed one? That's more than
All
I
right.
can count.
Looks like your round's up. We're about to get the next round up. Good luck next
Alright.
round, dude.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over back to the battlefield. That was Carter Newman once again. He won round one. He's 1-0 playing Red Green Dragons. And here we go. It looks like they're going to be pile shuffling. With Christina at the top of the screen, Christina Smith, and Ralph Penn at the bottom. Higgins likes, looks like Higgins likes Islander Forest as the best card in Standard, while Bo says Thoughtseize. I think, personally, the best card in Standard... Actually, I might agree with Bo, but Carter's answer is very wise, let's say, because the metagame's always shifting. Like, there's never a hands-down best card. Like, for a long time, I feel like it was Sphinx's Revelation in Standard, but then Thoughtseize got released. I guess it rotated when Thoughtseize got released. No, it didn't. No, they were in Standard together. But I'm not entirely sure. It's like Christina... I actually did not get to see who won the roll. I'm sorry. Yeah, Christina Smith Oldacre is her Facebook name. She is married to other store owner next door, Matt Oldacre. And she has been on the Pro Tour. She has won states. She's topped many PTQs now. She's a regular on the Moto circuit, if that's such a thing. She always qualifies for those Pro Tour qualifiers and does well in booster drafts, sealed events, and such. And Ralph is a local player from Kentucky. I believe it's Inez, Kentucky. And he, to my knowledge, doesn't go to many big events. He's definitely a local ringer, and he looks like he's going to be on Bant Heroic. And Christina's going to be on Mardu. He's going to play Nomad Outpost and pass it back to Ralph, who's going to play his second land, which is going to be another white source, leading with Hero of Erois. If that card is unchecked, Christina could be in trouble. Christina plays Nomad Outpost and pass it back. Ralph's going to draw. Does he have a third land? Right now he's just going to float a blue and attach an Ordeal of Thassa to the Hero of Erois. Triggering Heroic, giving it a counter. He's going to attack, which also triggers the Ordeal of Thassa to put another counter on and swinging in for 4. Putting Christina to 16. Ralph passes, Christina untaps, plays a Bloodstained Mire directly into her graveyard, going to 15, searching her deck for a mountain or a swamp, and she grabs a mountain, shuffles it up. And I assume a Crackling Doom is going to come down for Christina if she has it. Yes, it's going to put Ralph... Ralph has God's Willings, which does not do anything against that. So Christina gets a 2-for-1 along with 2 free damage, putting Ralph to 18. Just going to pass it back. Ralph is still stuck on 2 lands, but he plays a Battle-Wise Hoplite and passes turn. If Christina can handle that, Ralph is going to be in serious trouble here. Christina leads with a Temple of Triumph to start her 4th turn. Scries it to the bottom. Taps 3. And plays a Goblin Rabblemaster. Looks like she's going to take the offense here. And she's going to get in there for 1 with the old school unglued Goblin token. Putting Ralph to 17. Ralph's going to untap and draw. And now that Battle-Wise Hoplite could be Aqueous formed, still having a God's Willing on it. Battle-Wise Hoplite triggers, gets a counter, and he gets to scry 1. I assume if it's not a land, he's going to ship it to the bottom. Christina untaps, Draws. There's going to be a lot of goblin damage this turn. Looks like Shane Muncie got the random door prize Modern Masters 2015 booster pack this round. And if possible, I'll keep you updated with what he opens. Christina drops down a second Goblin Rabble Master. And she's going to get in there with everybody. She has to attack with that other Rabble Master because two Rabble Masters make each other attack. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Putting Ralph to 9. And now Ralph is in trouble. And with a Soulfire Grandmaster to come down alongside of the Rabble Master, this one might be over for Ralph. He has to have a serious comeback, and a land would help. Oh, he gets the land. But is it what he needed? Is that Ordeal of Heliod? Okay. Ordeal of Heliod. That's a pretty good card for Ralph. It's going to... It should have added the third counter to it. It doesn't matter. It'll definitely add 2 when it attacks. I think he missed the counter from the heroic trigger. Because the Ordeal put 1 on when he cast it. The attack put a second. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he missed the Ordeal of Heliod counter edition. Ralph doing some quick math and thinking before he decides whether to attack or leave it up to block. If he attacks, he gets to pop it and put himself back up to 19, but it'll tap him out, and I'm pretty sure Christina will have lethal with those Rabble Masters. They will be gigantic. They each get +6, they'd be 8s, 16, 22. Yeah, Christina definitely wins with Ralph having nothing in play now. Ralph goes up to 19, and he gets to draw 2. He's hoping for a removal spell of some sort. Oh, that's an Aqueous form. I am so sorry. That's not an Ordeal of Thassa. He did not miss that counter. Looks like this is going to be a lot of damage coming Ralph's way, and this should be lethal. Ralph's tapped out. He has double Dramoka's Command and 2 God's Willings in hand. Christina, of course, doesn't know that, but she is going right to the attack step, and she is going to get busy with everyone. Each Rabble Master is an 8-2, so there's 16. 5 Goblins is 21. 23 with a Soulfire Grandmaster. That is a lot of damage. Looks like they're still trying to figure out how big the Rabble Masters are. Alright. 16. Yep. Still the same. There we go. Alright, there's the scoop. And I assume Ralph will be on the play in Game 2. Heroic has a better on the play percentage than on the draw percentage, I would say. But this match is not probably the best, especially if they get stuck with only 1 creature. Christina has, I would assume, an entire play set of Crackling Dooms. Which, if she comes over after this round, whoever the winner is will be over of the match. If Christina comes over, I'll ask her how many she's playing. They're going to do some quick siding. Christina likes the... Is she going to cut the Anger of the Gods? I can get behind that. Ralph's looking at Defiant Strike. That might be an alright one that's not a necessity to the deck to be played. It helps a lot, but... I'm not entirely... Sure, I've not played the heroic deck too much myself. I have seen it played a decent amount. We have a quick wish of luck from her husband, Matt Oldacre. So he's hoping Christina wins this one. Which, being up 1-0 is a pretty good start. All she has to do is finish it up. Yeah, Ralph comes down actually with the person who won the prize this round, the door prize, Shane Muncie. They're travel companions. They usually come to our locals. It's a long drive for them. It's an hour and a half. If that shows you anything, that's dedication, and that should show you the kind of care and love we at Hometown Hobbies have for our players. Some quick shuffles. Christina has finished sideboarding. I'm sure that we'll see at least a pile or two from her, and which might make Ralph also want a pile. So we will see. She has the swiftness. If there is some weird background noise, I'm not entirely sure if it's picking it up. I am actually in a closet, and there is a furnace going on next to me. It might be the air conditioner, it's water heater or something. So that's what that weird noise is in the background. Sorry about that. Ralph actually did decide to pile after he saw Christina. Ralph picks his piles up. He's going to do a couple more hand shuffles before passing it over to Christina for the cut. Christina cuts. Ralph taps. A little love tap. And Christina is going to draw her hand. Ralph draws his, and Ralph will be on the play this game. Ralph looks at his hand. He only has a flooded strand, so he's probably going to mulligan. He does have a couple ordeals. He has a Laguna Trailblazer, so he actually keeps it. That's pretty bold. He's going to go to 19 and cast out Laguna Trailblazer and see what happens. Let's see if Christina can get ahead of him, or at least slow him down somewhat. She's going to go ahead and pass, and it looks like she might have an Arc Trail in her hand. No, it's a Draconic Roar. I'm sorry. Draconic Roar, and I can't get a good look at her hand, unfortunately. Ralph misses a land. That's not great. Now he's going to stick. He's going to attack with the Laguna Trailblazer for 0, and Defiant Strike it to give it 2 counters, or 2 damage. So Christina's going to go to 18. Ralph's going to draw a card from the Defiant Strike, and missed another land drop. Christina's going to drop a Spirit, or a Haven of the Spirit Dragon. I've said Spirit of the Haven Dragon each time. So Christina is not the best on lands either, it looks like. Ralph plays a second Plains, and that could be all it takes. Yeah, he's going to equip it with an Ordeal of Heliod. Attack, it's going to pop the Ordeal, putting Ralph up to 29. And Christina is going to take 3 down to 15. Ralph's going to pass. Christina's going to play Caves of Koilos, which she definitely needed. She needs another colored source to go with it, though. That way she can cast that Crackling Doom in her hand. And right now she's going to go ahead and I believe it's a Goblin Rabblemaster. No, Read the Bones. I'm surprised that she kept that in against Heroic. It seems like it would be a little too slow. I'm not entirely sure. She is definitely a better player than I, so I respect her decision on that. She's going to scry 2, and it looks like it's a Nomad Outpost, and I'm not entirely sure, but she keeps the Outpost on top. It might have been a Thoughtseize, and she shipped the Thoughtseize to the bottom and draws 2, one of which being the Outpost, going to... should be 13. Yeah, this should be 13. She's going to discard at the end of her turn.